hands, so go tell you, man. Combinations rotate like a ceiling fan, you get killed. Improvisational skill. In other words, man, I don't need a plan. Left hook like Gotti, footwork like Ali. Deja like Ferguson, blows to the body. Throwing them things, I'm about my cheddar, undefeated champ. I'm like Floyd Mayweather, however you want it, I got it for you. Jab a fella like De La Hoya, I'm Sugar Ray. You wanna play? I'ma lose my religion like Cassius Clay. Get rough, I don't bluff if you don't listen. My right might make your teeth come up missing. Knocked off balance with hazy vision. Caught that boy with a sunny listing. I swear your lip and then break your spine. Like Iron Mike up in his prime. So niggas make me do this. I'm ruthless to the end of time. Wreaking havoc is on my mind. My fist in motion is a crime. The older I get, the better my hands become in time like wine. These hands is so sublime. Accurately placed up on your mind. It's like every punch I throw, I know I reach and I will find. While I hustle on my grind, you better not try to block my shine. I will beat you till you blind. Press rewind, cause it go down behind the hands. What's the deal? What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? Mo City Minutes. I'm back again with another edition of Behind the Hands TV. And this week on The Truth About Boxing, we got a real special guest from the H-Town himself. You know what I'm saying? I got to show a lot of respect to all my H-Town brethren that pull up. But, you know, a 6-time national champion, you know what I'm saying? Pretty dope fighter, somebody I seen do a few dangerous things in the TCL. But without no further ado, let me go ahead and introduce my boy.
Baby, you be going far.
Dad, you on the track?
Just take your time before you climb to grab that shining star.
Going far, yeah, I go the distance, and I'm so consistent, no resistance. While I'm on a mission, makes me more efficient. On this level, I can never settle for no low statistics. I can't go below terrific, niggas know I go ballistic, cause I'm flawless. Niggas cannot see me, so they never saw the shit was coming. Wonder how I done it, and I'm very cunning. I'm the rawest, since I've been the smallest. Money stacks be tallest, Ben Wallace. I'ma make them call me king like Jared Lawler, cause I'm perfect, and I got a purpose. This is the emergence of a person, hotter than a furnace, colder than a thermos. I'm the stiffest, firmest nigga in it, bitch, you better learn this. This is gon' confirm it, going far, I gotta go the furthest. Reason.
Take no eyes from any strangers. Watch out, watch out, watch out for the worthless few.
Niggas worthless, but see me, I'm working. I cannot interpret how you staying broker than a joking. Got your pockets hurting, I'm asserting all my affirmations. So I'm just confirming this, my confirmation. Ain't no speculation, I deserve it.
Yeah, so my boy, he in here. Shout out to my boy, Devonte, Boogeyman Williams. What's up, Brody?
What's going on, man?
Man, chilling, man. What's good? How you feeling today?
Man, feeling good, man.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
I know you're feeling spectacular. You know what I'm saying? You got some dope. Shout out to my boy Lunatic. I know Mo for sure. You know, but you got some dope stuff going on right now for yourself. I know for sure with the big fight that's coming up. I ain't even gonna put that out there, but yet. But Devonte, man, you from Houston, Texas, bro?
Yes, sir. South
What
Park.
part of Houston you from, bro?
I'm from South Park, man.
You from South Park?
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't know. I just knew they said them boys from Houston.
Yeah. South Park, man.
Yeah. So you grew up, you know what I'm saying, from a boxing family.
Yeah.
Did you kind of like born into a boxing situation?
Yeah, you can say. I started off playing football, watching my brother box.
Your brother being Highland Williams.
Yeah, Highland. I was too young to box at the time. So I was playing flag football, but he was old enough to compete at 8. And I would go to the gym and train, but I could never compete. So I was just stuck on football until I became of age to be able to fight. And
so they was cool with you playing football. They kind of waited for you to get on that boxing.
Oh yeah, football. To be honest with you, football my first love, man. Like I ain't even want to box honestly until I actually seen that my brother was did something with it, was able to do something with boxing, and that took me off. And I was like, man, you know what? Let me see if I can give it a try.
So you saying when you saw your brother make some moves in the sport, or what?
Man, when he was traveling, fighting against Cuba and Russia and all them, I know I couldn't do that in football. As I was growing up, so I was like, man, you know what? I want to do the same thing. I want to do everything he doing plus more.
I
And
mean, knowing that what he got going on, you watching him travel around, and I mean, was you just sitting back at the crib, or was you going? Or, I mean, how did you see it?
oh yeah, no, we were sitting back at the crib, but it was always streamed live, so we was able to watch it on TV from our from the living room, watch my brother fight against these countries, other countries, and just sitting back watching it.
What kind of feeling that do for you watching Big Bro literally fight other countries?
And it was crazy. It was crazy. I remember at times where we'll even go to the store and get popcorn just to watch it, and knowing like, man, he really on TV. This dude that I grew up with, like, this my brother. This my brother. And every time he fought, whether it was in the amateurs or the pros, I would always put on his shirt. Whether if he in the amateurs, I put on his shirt and just feel like, man, that's my brother. That's my brother. And the pros, I changed my profile picture would be Houston Williams, and it was always just crazy though, man. Like, it was just crazy, amazing, and grateful to be able to call him my brother.
Nah, for sure. So your brother, he was fighting at a smaller weight class at the time. Were you always I know you didn't start off at where you at. You was what age did you start off at?
So when I started, I was 8 years old. I can't even remember what weight, probably 75, I want to say.
Because you just come across because you're a lot bigger than your brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you come across like a kid that just was always bigger.
Yeah, correct. Well, honestly, no. He was bigger. He was way bigger than me until I got in like middle school, and that growth spurt just hit. But to be honest with you though, I was always like a big kid though, because I remember in the amateurs being so much bigger than the other kids that the parents used to ask my dad, like, we have to see his birth certificate. We don't believe he's this age. We didn't believe, because I was stopping.
I know you was big for your age, bro. You a tall dude now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how was it just starting tapping in the boxing? Was you already playing around the gyms, considering your brother was into it, or was you getting into it your first at bat and getting into the gym?
At first I was just playing around. I would just go to the gym and just be swinging on the bag. But my dad used to always say, if you're gonna do it right. And so what that was saying, what he was always saying was just, when you come, even though you're underage of being able to box, don't come in here and just be doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, do it right. And so I was, like I say, at that early age of 7 years old, I was getting a technique down, but just never been in the gym like consistently, or just never was able to compete. So
when you jumped into it, did you see like, is this something I'm doing? Like, a lot of people get into different sports just because their parents make them do it, or it's just something to keep you out of trouble. Did you see at that age, was it like a trouble thing, or you really see a future because of what Big Bro doing?
I want to say, like, to be honest with you, like I was more so of a bully at that age, so like I couldn't really tell that skill, as far as skill, like as if I was good at it. But I will say, man, like I say, my dad just it was more so of like just stand out of trouble thing, and I ain't never really see myself going this far. And like I say, everything that I've done, it was always because I saw my brother do it, and I wanted to be just like him.
Yeah.
At everything, every sport, whatever sport he played, I wanted to do it. So boxing, really, it was just all this right now leading up today was all because I wanted to do exactly as my brother.
How did the amateur system work for you? How did it treat you? I mean, you hear horror stories of how people felt, or you see success stories of people. How do you feel your experience with the amateur system was?
My amateur background was pretty decent, man. It just sometimes, sometimes we feel like we got robbed out of certain situations or whatnot. But winning the nationals, winning national tournaments, I feel like I robbed myself out of not going to the Olympics, because when I won a national pal, it ranked me ranked number 2 in the nation, and I had the opportunity. I had the invite to the Olympic trials,
Mm-hmm.
but just being money hungry, I robbed myself out of that opportunity of going, because I wanted to be able to fight for money. And my dad always told me, like, no, you win, you go to the Olympics, you go to Olympic trials, make the Olympic team, they're gonna be knocking on your door for the money,
Yeah.
and I robbed myself out of that
Did
opportunity.
you get an opportunity to fight against any current or past names in your come up? Because I listen to a lot of people. Oh man, I fought against this guy, that guy, this guy, and then you look at today who those people are.
And on TV, man, I fought against a few, quite a lot of people who's
Give me
up there
some.
right now.
Give me somebody.
Cardell Booker.
Okay.
He that was like that was my last loss in the amateurs. Came from him.
Cardell Booker.
Yeah, we was in the quarterfinals in the USA Opens. I lost split decision to him. Vishon Owens, he
I know Vishon. Yeah.
Yeah, my guy Vishon Owens. He I beat him in the amateurs. That's my close friend, man. That's my close friend. So that's not me bragging on beating my guy. But yeah, that was Vishon Owens actually one of the guys. Those two for sure I can think of off the top.
What was the biggest challenge for you in the amateur system? Just the whole thing. Like when you think back, man, that right there was the most difficult thing about it. What was it?
Most difficult thing about the amateurs is probably my style of fighting. Like,
describe
it. My dad having me as a boxer, he always preached about being able to talk, being able to move around on your own.
We really skipped a step. Can you please let me in the chat and anybody watching know who your dad is?
Oh, Holland Big Sad Williams. He had all the Houston fighters that today. He had them in the beginning from the beginning of their career.
Give me some. People don't know.
And Jamal Charlo, Regis Prograis. Rest in peace. He had Omar Henry. Mickey Bay. Who was man? It's a lot. Holland Williams, of course, started from the from scratch. All these people that I named, he had them from whenever they first learned how to jab into everything that they know today.
That's crazy. Crazy.
They'll tell you right now. They'll tell you today that's true.
And that's who you grew up with, that being Pops, man. That's phenomenal to have that kind of pedigree. That's what I'm saying. You come from boxing. A lot of people don't know, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, bro, y'all got to be like some level of royalty in Houston boxing because, of everything that go down between your father down to you and Highland. I mean, I know there's probably more I don't know, but what I'm saying is for a brother and his sibling to have a father with that kind of pedigree to groom them mentally and physically and put them in the ring, bro, y'all on a different kind of level as far as on in Houston, you know what I'm saying? Just the history that y'all have. Y'all have real legacy, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted to make sure you spoke on Pops, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Senior, you know what I'm saying? But so coming out of in the amateur situation, what made you turn pro?
Like I say, man, like to be honest with you, it wasn't nothing dealing with the amateur system or anything. It was just wanting to fight for money. I was.
There you go.
I just wanted to fight for money, man.
You got to get some bread.
Yeah, and I just felt like at the time, right? I had just won the Olympic. No, I had just won the national pal, and I felt like, you know what, man, I might have an opportunity to do something good. And so I had a manager at the time who was giving me a signing bonus and everything, and I was like, man, it wasn't a lot of money, but at that time,
what's not a lot of money, bro? It's just me and you keeping it real. What's not a lot?
Like 10,000, 15,000, man,
okay.
like that. It
that's
was, you
that's
know, but I
something.
was
That ain't gonna lie. That's something when you
it's
ain't getting
something.
nothing. But yeah, I
Yeah,
get what you're saying.
and I was like 20 years old, you know, and coming straight out of the amateurs, and I was like, you know what, man, like I don't care, man. I just want to fight for money. I want to do something big now. I want to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, my dad, knowing all the things that he know about the sport of boxing, he was telling me like, no, man, no, don't turn pro. Not with the manager. Don't deal not dealing with the manager or anything. It was just me personally. He just knew that if I fought in the Olympic trials, we'll have that signing bonus to be way bigger.
Maybe. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what he was trying to tell me. But I was hard headed at the time, man, and I really wasn't trying to hear it. And I was like, nah, I want to turn pro.
Let's put a pin in there, man. Shout out to A Leaf Ali TV.
I
That
got
boy
ready.
say High Low and Vontae, legendary brothers in Houston boxing. Of course, coach said. So, that boy, of
Appreciate it, man.
course, showing a lot of love. Shout out to my boy Thomas in the chat. He want to make sure he tell you Devonte Williams, salute champ. So
Oh, thank
yeah,
you, man.
yeah, man. So you got Pops doing him, Big Bro doing him. You pro, you took the little 10, the 15. You say Pops wasn't really feeling that though, huh?
Yeah, man. He just knew that if I would hold off a little longer, continue, keep my spot in Olympic trials and everything that, and he knew that I can win the Olympic trials and go to the Olympics, and he just wanted me to be a little patient. But sometimes you feel like you know it all, and
Of course. When we're
mm,
young, that's how we feel, bro.
yeah,
You know everything when you're young, and then when you get a little older, you like, man, I should have did it like that. I should have stepped in that kind of way or whatever,
right.
But that's life. So, when you started your career off, let's say your first fight, man, how was you feeling? You got signing bonuses, and I mean, then, it's few racks, but do you go in there knowing you supposed to peel a dude cap back, or are you nervous or what?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Every fight I ever fought I was nervous for one, but
That's
that
that's,
fight.
that's real.
Yeah, but that fight, I was most definitely nervous, man. Like, dude had, everybody, unless you Lomachenko, everybody got an upside down record. Dude
Mm-hmm.
had man, like, dude had like like I said, upside down record and everything. But I'm still on YouTube, like, man, what I got to do? Like, what if he got knockout power? What if I ain't never fought with no headgear off like that for real. 8-ounce gloves on. I fought at 147. My pro debut, and I'm like, man, it's just gonna be different. It's gonna be different. But when I went in there, like I say, once that bell ring, and I know that I can't turn around, everything go away. All the nerves go away. Like, we here now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. As soon as it lick off, you good.
once you even hit me with a jab, it's like, all right, we
We
good now.
we there. Yeah.
Yeah.
This what we about to do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, you coming up in the game, you got your first fight. I believe you was getting it on. Did you feel it to be easy, or did you know that this is a challenge? Or, I know I talked to a lot of different people and they feeling different. Some people like, man, my first few, man, I knew I was the man, or first few be like, man, I don't know. I was just still trying to feel my way through it. How was you feeling?
I had an amazing team, man. Edward Jack, strength trainer, Coach Aaron Navarro, coach, my head coach. Man, you know what? Like, from I was doing strength and conditioning training 2 times a day, throughout the week.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like, honestly, I felt like around 7 to 8 fights, I was ready for somebody different. You know what I mean? Like, I was tired. I started getting tired of the upside down records. I wanted something different. So my record, my beginning of my pro career was actually, it had me on top. Definitely, like, body and shape, everything just cut up. I felt good. I felt amazing, man.
You fought a dude, Julio Garcia. That was like when you got off the upside down stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cuban, man.
Yeah, a real pro too.
Yeah,
Somebody who got over 30 fights, and he didn't won at least 25 of his and whatnot. That was
right.
how was that as far as a task for you, like in preparing for that? I know it was a while ago, but I
Nah,
know it's gonna stay.
I can remember, man. Like, I remember finding out that I was fighting someone with a decent record, a Cuban, a former world champion, and like I say, like being and knowing that I was in shape, like when you know you are in shape, it's
Mm-hmm.
something totally different, man. Like you don't have no fear for real, because you know like you really worked hard and you can go X amount of rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so leading up to him, I just like I said, I knew like, all right, man, he a little older. He ain't gonna. I don't think he gonna be able to knock me out, man. Let me go to
Mm-hmm.
the body on him. Let me like I play everything out in my mind before I actually end up doing things. You know what I mean? Like so, I played it all out in my. I didn't fought him 3 or 4 times in my mind before the fight even happened. Um, like I say, I knew I went in a fight. I won the first round. He hit me with a shot first round, and it let me know like, all right, don't go in here trying to knock this dude out. You know what I mean? This dude actually, he a veteran. He know what he doing. I got the boxing him for the first couple of rounds. You know, he a Cuban, so he know how to place his shots. I box him. By 6th, 7th round come, I started trying to get him up out of there. And like I say, it was really a breeze though. Like I won every round, I believe, of that fight.
So we all the way in 2025, and you started your pro career a while ago. What could you tell yourself, young Vontae, that you ain't know, but that you know today that you probably wish you would have knew then?
Man, stay focused. Um, Stay focused. Don't worry about the naysayers, what you can and can't do. Just stay focused, man. Like keep if I can keep my same team, listen to my coaches when my coaches was giving me life lessons outside the ring, not just in the ring. Listen to them as well, man, and stay focused, man. Don't stir off to the wrong road. Don't do it.
Since we done got some people to jump on in here, man, I'm gonna run the tape one more time just so I can let the people know who we in here talking with. We in here running with Devonte Williams, the boogeyman. And let me run this for y'all one time, man.
Baby, you be going far.
Dad, you on the track?
Just take your time before you climb to grab that shining star.
Going far, yeah, I go the distance, and I'm so consistent, no resistance. While I'm on a mission, makes me more efficient. On this level, I can never settle for no low statistics. I can't go below terrific, niggas know I go ballistic, cause I'm flawless. Niggas cannot see me, so they never saw this shit was coming. Wonder how I done it, and I'm very cunning. I'm the rawest, since I've been the smallest. Money stacks be tallest, Ben Wallace. I'ma make them call me king like Jared Lawler, cause I'm perfect, and I got a purpose. This is the emergence of a person, hotter than a furnace, colder than a thermos. I'm the stiffest, firmest nigga in it, bitch, you better learn this. This is gon' confirm it, going far, I gotta go the furthest. Reason.
Take no eyes from any strangers. Watch out, watch out, watch out for the worthless few.
Niggas worthless, but see me, I'm working. I cannot interpret how you stand broker than a joking. Got your pockets hurting, I'm asserting all my affirmations. So I'm just confirming this, my confirmation. Ain't no speculation, I deserve it.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, just wanted to make sure I kept everybody up to date on who we in here with, man. We in here with the boogeyman, Devonte Williams,
Sure.
6-time national champion, right?
Yes, sir.
6-time national champion. So let me ask you a question. You participated in the TCL, brother. You actually were a part of the very, very first season of the TCL when you fought for the Atlanta Attack. And you also came back home with it this past season and fought for the Houston Hitmen. Man, just keep it real with me. Shoot me straight. Man, what does that TCL do for these boys out here, man?
Man, for one, man, TCL, it's gonna get you recognized, man. Like I say, I know we got something that we're gonna talk about a little later, but it'll actually like put you in position, get you in position to get the fights that you want and need, man. TCL for one, that's what it'll do for sure. Also, man, the while you sitting around just waiting for a fight, man, you actually getting paid to just do 1 or 2 rounds. Like you go in there for 1 round, you get out the ring, man. It's like the easiest thing, but against the most difficult opponents. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but it's challenging, but like every fight is challenging. You know what I mean? You got 1 round to do something great for your team. It teaches you how to be a team person. You know, boxing is usually you end up by yourself.
It's a
You know what I
solo
mean?
mission.
Yeah, you by yourself, man. But here now, I can get out the ring and tag somebody in at their weight class. You know, it's pretty fun, man. But yeah, TCL is very, very helpful to fighters who's not signed to big promoters.
Man, I seen you in there, and I knew it was real with you. I think you single-handedly retired Willie Monroe Jr.
Oh man.
He ain't want to fight no more after that, bro.
Yeah,
What you
man.
did, bro? I was there, front row. The man was hanging on for dear life. For dear
Yeah,
life, man. You know,
man.
I
Willie
know I got a
Monroe.
chance to see you do some slugging out, some boxing, but man, that fight right there really make me like really tap back in the experience of the TCL because there's nowhere else on earth that I could go up in the gym and watch Vontae versus Willie Monroe. Like
Right.
right now. Like, man, that's a dope angle the TCL got to where it's taking guys from all over who probably was the man where he just came from and getting in the ring for a minute or I mean for a round or two against another guy from another city. I know you got a chance to mix and match with different cities. Who were some of the standout people that you had to see in there?
Well, as far as like bigger names, I would
Whoever,
say.
whatever, somebody that had some skill that you was like, man, that dude cold.
Oh, you know what, man? My toughest opponent. Um, toughest opponent, I would say honestly, was from New York. I fought him. You know, New York, rough and rugged. They good people, man, but they would fight. They fight to win. I'm gonna say that. Like, it ain't
So
no
they good
excuse.
people.
Yeah, they good people. They fight to win, which means like if they gonna put you in headlocks, hit you behind the head, they gonna do whatever they can. They gonna get the win. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, man. But I would just remember him knocking everybody out. He was stopping everybody at 175. In the TCL in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you had Sam Arnold the
Mm-hmm.
third. My guy fought him like 4 times.
Yeah.
We had some pretty good.
I watched you fight. I saw it on the channel, but you fought Gerald McCullough Jr.
Yeah, Jared McCullough. It wasn't no difficult fight.
Mm-hmm.
What they might put on the social media, the clips, if you can go off of a whole 3-minute round and you have like a good 20-second clip and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, but what about the other the other 3 minutes of the fight?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like,
you talking about how, like people try to go make a quick little
yeah,
highlight or something real
yeah.
quick, little highlight tape.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man. And like I say, man, the rounds be way more closer than they'll try to make it out to be or whatnot. But
Yeah.
wasn't a difficult fight. I fought Damon Nicholson.
Yep. I seen that. Devonte Nicholson, didn't he fought he had some pretty big fights of his on his own. You know what I'm saying? But you also fought a kid that I seen you fight Jordan Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I saw that fight.
Yeah, Jordan Jackson. When I actually went and helped the Atlanta out in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I fought him, and when he was fighting for Boston.
Because what the league allows it to do is if your team don't qualify or make the playoffs or whatever, they allow you to get picked up by another team.
And Atlanta called me and picked me up for 175. Who do you have? The guy I fought, Canelo Alvarez sparring partner.
What's his
You know
name?
what I'm talking about? Ronald Ellis.
Ronald. Yeah, you fought that too.
Fought
Yeah,
Ronald Ellis.
Ronald Ellis was in the mix. It's a lot. It's a lot of names. It's a lot of names in that league. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? You know what I used to tell? I used to actually tell this to like my Atlanta team. Like, I feel like I have to fight the LeBron of every team. The LeBron
But
James.
we being real. We being real modest though. You know what I'm saying? You were fighting it like light heavyweight, bro.
Right.
All right, but what's your real natural class though?
160, 168, 160 to 168. I make them easy. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, man, I felt like, honestly, I felt like light heavyweight, those guys, they don't carry the speed. Their speed wasn't there. So I feel like, man, it wasn't nothing that they can actually do to hurt me or anything like that. On top of, me having the size. Like, I'm 6'2". You know what I mean? And I can carry a punch as well with the weight that I carry. So
See, a lot of people don't know. You know, we discussing Devonte being a part of the TCL, aka the Team Combat League, which was is now getting ready to start its third season. It is a league, a boxing league, where just like in basketball, where you have the New York Knicks or Houston Rockets or Atlanta Hawks, the TCL has the Houston Hitmen, the New York Attitude, the Atlanta Attack, the Las Vegas Hustle, Miami Team, Dallas. They got a lot of different teams throughout the country. So what they do is allow anywhere from 18 to 20 people on the roster. Each person fight at least a minimum of one. Some people might fight two, and then there's 24 rounds. And it's almost like a team sport, but it's not. It's boxing, but it's kind of solid in another aspect too, because a lot of people watch these fights, then they go, man, how did the cards end up like that? Well, in the TCL, it's a live active scoreboard to where it's almost like a basketball game. They know they need a knockout to win, or they know they need to not get knocked down to win, or what, so forth and so on. But it's got some real good aspects to it. I see a brother in the chat ask about it, but it's a lot of amazing aspects to it. It's really fast paced. You do your 3-minute round, boom, boom. The next set of fighters is in there, and like he was saying, you got people like Ronald Ellis, Devonte Williams, Ali, Ray Talib. It's so many different people that hop up in this TCL to where you see different mixtures of different talent, different skill, different names. It's just a lot of different people. I believe Jesse Hart was in there too, wasn't he?
Yep, Jesse Hart, 175.
Atlantis Fox was in there.
Yep,
Ellis was in there.
Yep.
You got a lot of people in there, and I know Vontae, you won something like Fight of the Night or Fighter of the Night before or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
wanted actually the first season and the second season. I accomplished that. I want to add though, with TCL, man, like you say, you have all these big names at every weight class, not just my weight class, at every weight class, right? But it's a league that you can't turn down no fight. Like, you have to fight. You have to fight these guys, and like I say, it ain't no bad thing because you actually getting experience. You get an experience fighting these guys.
That's important to say right there, because when you get into the TCL as far as a consumer or as myself as a fan watching the sport of boxing, you're not getting a fighter who picked or was choosy about who he was going to fight. He had no choice. You know what I'm saying? Right. We complain about that as fans all the time. Oh, man, why he picking the easy guy here, man? He going to be – in the TCL, ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? You show up, well, like how you say, you fighting the LeBron this week, or you fighting you know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out to my boy Lunatic Libertarian. He said the TCL is dope. You know, but it's definitely dope. It's definitely dope, you know, and a guy like Devonte was one of the stars in it. You definitely excelled in the league, especially for you start off with Atlanta. What made you go to Atlanta?
I had a guy at the time, man, like that was like a manager, and but like more so of advisor at the time. And he was telling me, you know what? Let me rewind this. So I ended up going to Vegas, and this is where I met Dewey Cooper. And Dewey Cooper
is the president of the Team Combat League. He also is a Hall of Fame kickboxer. Continue, bro.
Yeah. So he was telling me about I had this TCL league coming up, man, and you're gonna you make you on the first team. The first team is $75,000 to $100,000 Second team is 50,000. Then the third team you make 25,000, and you getting paid each week, every other week, right? So everybody in the gym like, man, that's crazy. Like what? Like I never heard of that. And then he started explaining, the how it is, 17, 18 fighters, 24 rounds, and everything like that. So I was like, man, that don't sound bad. He was saying like Vegas had a tryout, but he was telling me Houston was going to have a tryout as well. This was the first season,
Yeah.
and I guess something happened where Houston didn't end up having a tryout.
The team was initially supposed to be at Jay Prince Gym initially,
Right. Yep.
and it fell apart for whatever reason.
Right.
Shout out to Coach Ron Sims for lacing me up on that information, man. They were supposed to have a team the first season, they didn't, and
Right.
I guess that's where you pick up where you at.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna go back home. I ain't even gonna go to the tryouts. But I was looking, like I was seeing Atlanta, I was seeing all these teams, New York, and I was like, man, that seemed like it'd be cool. It's a lot of money, but man, I'm just gonna go back home. About a month or two passed by, I get a call from Atlanta saying, we're gonna bring you out here, man. We need a 175. Can you make 175? At the time, I'm like 175 at that moment, and I fight a little lower. So like I say, man, they called me, they put me on the plane, put me down there, flew me down there. From that day forward, from that first day that I got off the plane, we get off the plane, happened to run 6 miles up and down them Atlanta hills. And like I say, man, like yeah, man, and I want to rewind to what back to Vegas where I met Dewey. I know we're talking about TCL, but it's dealing with TCL. But with Dewey, man, it was funny, man. Like I went down there and I wasn't in shape. And anybody that know Dewey, you have to be in shape. He is a guy who don't believe in laziness. He don't want to hear you complain about anything. So he was informed that I was in shape and I was coming down there to fighting within 2 weeks. So he's running me full blast. He got me sparring a heavyweight. He got me doing a lot. I was sparring like a real super heavyweight, and I was just doing a lot. And I went up to him one day and I was telling him like, hey, man, I'm doing a lot, but I haven't, this is my first week training in like a year. And this is my first week, but he wasn't trying. He wasn't trying to hear it. All he heard was, I can't do it. And he a person of, don't tell me you can't do nothing. Man, he started going off. I don't give a, man, you get up out of here. Leave my gym. And so, man, I went back to the hotel and I'm calling home, calling my brother, man, this dude is a butthole, man. He dude rude, man. I'm trying to tell him that and so Dewey like, my brother like, man, yeah, man, just stay down there, man, give it a try. So a couple of days go by. I finally get in contact with Dewey at the gym, and I'm like, hey, man, I wasn't trying to be, complain or be rude or nothing, man. I was just saying like, I'm not in shape. I haven't been in the gym, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. Like and Dewey was like, wait a minute, you was, oh, okay, I apologize, man. I wasn't trying to come at you like that. I wasn't trying to be no butthead at you, man. I thought that I was informed that you've been training the past 2 months. So I was confused of why you telling me what you can and can't do. So I'm thinking, you know what I mean? So like it was like a crazy thing. So when we see each other, we joke and laugh about it. Him, you know what I mean? But Dewey a good dude, man.
Nah, he's a great dude. Dewey gave me a secret pass to the TCL where couldn't nobody tell me nothing. And
Great dude.
I had people mad at me.
Yeah.
Oh man. So shout out to Thomas Hill. He said, how would you compare contrast the experience factor from the amateur setting and the professional setting? So I guess he just wanted you to compare and contrast the experience factor as an amateur versus having experience as a pro, if you could do that.
Right. Well, I'm gonna try my best, man. Let me see. So, what I know, if I was to be able to go back down to the amateurs right now as a pro, I know to be because in the amateurs you talk full speed, fast pace, let your hands go because you only got 3 minutes and and they judging off of you hear that they're judging off of point system. Same time, they really low key. I feel like they really judging off of ring generalship. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm glad you said that. So you feel like the amateur system is more ring generalship, controlling that fight more than anything.
Right. But
Hmm.
like, and that's more of when you becoming a senior. When you like 14, 12, they looking at it like who's actually because like I say, Savannah Boxing Gym is where we came from. My everyone, my
Everybody,
brother,
everybody,
everybody in Houston, and
everybody.
so rest in peace, Mr. Savannah. We were taught to just let your hands go, go. Don't you know what I mean? Don't stop until the bell ring. My dad actually taught us to jab. Take a step back when you need to. Take a step to the side. Jab, right hand. Jab. You know, and it's different compared to just letting your hands go like that, and actually learning how to box. So, like I said, now if I can actually go back to the amateurs as a pro, I would be more of a seasoned pro in the amateurs and not let my hands go because like I said, you don't have that ain't gonna win you no round. You can let your hands go all you want, but if you ain't landing, it's like they not counting them punches.
Yeah.
They looking at the more clear, clean punches and letting you when you pacing your punches and placing them in the right shots in the right places. That's what they see. They see how you taking steps back, going forward, stepping to the side, moving your head, blocking. They looking at all that ring generalship. It's different.
So we fast forward. You know what I'm saying, especially the 2025, and you did 2 seasons with the TCL. You got a lot going on there on that level. Then when you look at it, you had a pretty established amateur career as well. So tell me something about this. You Joe Smith Jr. That's a huge accomplishment. I want to make sure I highlighted this. I know who Joe Smith Jr. is. I'm a huge boxing fan, and most people do. You know what I'm saying? He's also a former champion. How did you get in this fight, brother?
Man, just being in the right place at the right time. Of course, the things that I accomplished in the amateurs, in the pros, and TCL, that all that took a big part, of course. But like just doing those things that I did, that it brought me to this point right now today, getting this fight. If it wasn't for me being active, me um, doing what I do when I get in the ring, dropping people, punching, boxing, brawling, whatever I have to do to win. And like I told them, man, I'm gonna go down there and do whatever it takes for me to win. I'm not coming back with a loss. I'm not.
That's big, bro. We ran that tape, and there was some footage of you as a kid, boxing, and think that it's a lot of people with big dreams. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of people playing on one day I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna fight me somebody that go on my legacy and this, that, and the third. But those opportunities really don't show up that often. You know what I'm saying? So from you being able to capture from you being a kid up to this point now, you about to step in the ring with a established guy, a veteran such as Joe Smith. And then I think you fighting him in his hometown.
Absolutely.
Man, that's some real gangster work right there, bro. Like, what kind of things you got on your mind to where you willing to go to a guy's hometown, being Joe Smith, who more than a solid boxer. I'm not gonna downplay him and say anything crazy. Joe Smith is a fire boxer, just in the grand scheme of boxing, in the history of boxing. He's solid, former champion. What makes you want to go to that guy's backyard and fight him in his backyard, bro?
Man, I remember going to a high school, talking to the kids, and talking to them about not being scared to chase your dreams, man, and not and it's still, and this is my motto going down there, like not having no fear. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't have no fear, zero fear in this human body that you in. Like I have no fear, man, and I'm going. Like I say, my whole thing is go down there and show him like when you look me in my eyes, you will see like it ain't nothing that you can do to scare me. I
I
don't have no fear.
I can look you in your eyes, but Joe Smith a tall dude, man. Shout out to the chat. They say, what can you do with that kind of guy's height?
Well, man, I'm a tall dude myself. So,
Absolutely.
the thing is, what can he do with my height, man? That's
Absolutely.
how I look at it. Like, what can he do with me?
I look at it the same way.
Anything that I know, he, like you say, he had multiple rounds, so twice, quadruple amount of rounds that I have. Way more fights than I have, but obviously, everything happened for a reason. I'm put in this position for a reason. So I feel like I do well amount of enough to be able to win against anybody they put me in against.
So the brother in the chat was saying, well, could you do with his height? Well, Lunatic, Joe Smith is about 6 foot. Devonte is about 6'2". Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Devonte like 6'2". So, what can Joe do with his height is the better question. But I know he's a strong dude. I'm sure you've seen him fight before. I'm sure you're
Absolutely
familiar with Joe. But the experience, now don't get me wrong, the wins and losses and right hooks and jabs is one thing. But tell me about how you felt getting this opportunity. I mean, I know you're gonna be real cool, real play. Oh yeah, man, it was cool. I mean, you about to fight Joe Smith, bro. I know somewhere around the house you was like jumping on the couches. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a good feeling, man.
Yeah, it's a great feeling, man. My guy V Sean, man. Like I said, I talked to him on the phone, and he was the first person I told about the fight, and he was just like, man, this everything that we talked about. Like we talked about winning world. In case nobody know, we fighting for a belt, a little small belt that they have. So it's like I win this. He was like, bro, when you win this fight, this is to the top. We going to the top, and I just it haven't really. If you want me to be honest, it haven't really like hit me yet. As far as like, man, you fighting Joe Smith, like really. With me, it's just like I don't care. I don't care who it is, really. I really don't care who it is.
You're just trying to get it in regardless. I mean, it's an opportunity.
Absolutely.
I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I think your road, your story is still being written. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people fight their whole career and don't get a Joe Smith fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's only right that somebody that grind as hard as you've been grinding do that. Tell me, what's a challenge? Or here's a challenge in the sport. How is it difficult to balance being a elite fighter and being a father?
That's probably the most challenging thing about boxing, man. Because 100%, I would do everything I can to be there for my kids. Like, those sacrifices that you have to take to be a great fighter. It's like it'll really come to test when it comes to you boxing and your kids, and being a father. And man, it takes a special person to be able to sacrifice and be able to miss them birthday parties. Speaking of, like I said, I haven't even told the world this. Like, when I go out there to fight on the 13th, I have a son that's gonna be born.
So what's a possibility you gonna miss your child's birth to take advantage of this opportunity?
Oh, it's high. It's very high. Like the same week while I'm in New York.
Wow.
And
wow. That's passion and commitment to what you're doing, man. That's tough.
It's tough.
That's tough right there, man.
It's good. It's good motivation. Great motivation.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely that. But I always have people come in here and they talk to me about different sacrifices they make. And when you ask them about the sacrifice, some people can't really put those things, or pinpoint them. If you telling me that that's a sacrifice you making in the sport, bro, that's huge, bro. I might have to forego seeing my child being born so I could take advantage of this opportunity that's gonna help us in the long run. Is that about right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you, like you say, man, you end up missing this fight because you are missing a big opportunity for your son or daughter or your child being born, and really you're gonna look back on it like, man, I really could have did this and did this and put them in a better position off of this opportunity. But and don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with being in that room watching your child be born. You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
Nothing wrong with it. I put over anything in the world, and I know it sounds like I'm contradicting myself, but over anything in the world, like I would rather be a father before anything. You know what I mean? But I just also know, being a father, what I can do to put my kids in better position, and this is something that it is that I'm gonna do.
Will this be
training.
I ain't gonna ask no particulars. This be your highest payday of the sport?
Oh, absolutely. I'm
That's
not even
big.
gonna lie to you. Absolutely. Highest payday, but I know if I when I get this win, I knock him out, especially a knockout. But I get this win, man. Look, the payday gonna go crazy, and we can all say it is about money. It's not about money as far as boxing. Boxing, you fighting for money. Everybody fight for money. You know what I
Prize
mean?
fight.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, man, like I've been boxing. I've been boxing for 22 years, 20 some years. You know what I mean? And if you think that just off of anything, like I'm not going down there to lay down or nothing, man. I really feel like I can knock this dude out. And when they first told me, I knew, like I always was told, like, man, if you can actually see your vision clear, if you can see it clear, it can happen. And like I said, I didn't fought him 4 or 5 times in my mind already.
So
I
you can see the win is what you're saying.
absolutely, I can see me knocking him out. I didn't have visions of me knocking him out over and over and over. Like, it's clear. It ain't something that I gotta keep trying to piece together. It's like I can see it clear. And
Who's gonna be in your corner for this big event in your life, being that you getting ready to go to New York to move on a fight with Joe Smith? Who's gonna be your corner?
oh man, I'm taking my oldest brother Holland Williams down there with me, man. We've been working hard for this fight, and piecing everything together on what we're gonna go down there and do. You know what I mean? And like I said, my brother is a guy who I will go to war with, and I know he'll go to war with me 100 times a month. You know what I mean?
Man, I think it's dope to have your brother have your back and your front and your side, and be there for you all the way around, even in the coaching aspects. You know what I'm saying? Considering we know, well, me and you know who your brother was to the sport when he was active. You know what I'm saying? You got an opportunity to participate in the TCL with your brother too. So I know y'all have a really, really good relationship. And to me, it's really dope seeing two siblings be able to help one another. Like, I went here, let me help you up here. I did this, now you see what I did wrong. That a lot of people don't get that type of opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a tough opportunity too. It's something tough, like, you know what I mean. When you go in there and you have to control your emotions, and that was a fight when I fought Willie Monroe, and I actually told Willie Monroe in the corner because I had just watched my brother fight, and he ended up, that was around, he ended up losing.
Yeah.
And I remember going inside the ring, and I told Willie Monroe the first second of the round was, you fist to have to kill me. Because I knew off my emotions alone, I wasn't stopping. It wasn't nothing that you was gonna be able to do.
You probably scared the shit out that man, dog.
Man, I didn't care. Like, it's like I say, man, it's like I want, like, things like people
It's
don't know.
official, bro. You ran Willie in the retirement, telling him crazy stuff like that in the corner, bro.
Man,
You gonna have to kill me. That's what you went in there and did, dog.
he gonna have to kill me because my emotions was high. I fought off emotions that fight. I didn't watch my oldest brother lose his round, and like you say, it's that's the toughest thing, because I tell my brother all the time, like, I can never fight on your card. We can never fight on at the same time, because if I'm watching your fight and I see something that I don't like, and now I got to get in the ring, can't nobody control my emotions. I can't control. I'm going in
So,
there.
so you saying when your brother fighting, you become so emotionally invested in what he got going on, it's tough to go back in there after that.
It's tough to go in there and actually be, because I am a patient. I look at myself as a patient fighter. I'm not no fighter that's really going to go in there and just be swinging 30,000 punches in one round. I'm calculated. You know what I mean? And so after watching him fight that round, man, I went in there just like, I'm supposed to swing. I don't care what happened. You hit me. You're not gonna hurt me. Even if he could, I had it in my mind that I wasn't gonna get hurt. It was nothing that he can do with me.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I was there. I actually was sitting right by your arm when he had it locked up and you was wailing on the other side. I was right there like, man, I can't believe Willie Monroe holding him like that.
Yeah.
No,
but
that,
absolutely, man. I was, like you say, determination, man, and I was determined to hurt somebody because from just watching my brother, I was determined to hurt this man. Absolutely, man. And that's how I look at it. If that was to ever happen again, like I say, if we do season 3, my brother do season 3, and we fighting, I'm gonna be determined to put hands on whoever I'm in the ring with, while watching my brother fight, because it's just the emotions and everything is there. It's high. The energy is high. Basically, is what I'm saying. The energy is high.
But one more time, I'm gonna definitely let everybody know. This fight is February 13th. It's Joe Smith versus Devonte Williams. You know, this is going down in New York. So the Paramount in Hunting, or I don't know, I'm not that familiar with them spots up there, but it's really going down. You really fighting Joe Smith Jr. But man, Devonte, man, we just wanted to I just wanted to make sure I brought you on here today and kind of gave you your card. You know what I'm saying? You know, I roll around with the TCL stuff and got a chance to chop it up with you here and there during that time. You know what I'm saying? But man, you're a solid brother, a solid fighter, and I've seen you go through some difficult stuff. You know, I mean, a short time. I remember a fight where you almost couldn't fight, and I was like, man, that's a solid man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man,
I remember that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, you know, me talked a little bit here and there, and I'm like, man, that's a lot, you know, and then to still have to come out there and go punch the clock and get it in, you know what I'm saying? After that is something different, bro. And you know, but on the real, you know, Devonte, you know, I here in H-Town, we salute you, bro. You know, I can't speak for everybody, but I speak for myself. You know, we salute you. Is there a way we could stream the fight, or we be able to watch the fight, or what?
I don't believe, man. I haven't got that information.
Well, this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. How can people follow you on social media, Devonte?
Instagram, man, Devonte the Legend. Facebook, Devonte Williams. You already know, man. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the fight, after the fight, and everything, and anything else that I got upcoming.
So all I gotta go is to IG Devonte the Legend, and it's gonna go down. You're gonna be able to tap in with your boy, you know what I'm saying? But Devonte, man, we got so much respect for you over here on this side, you know what I'm saying? And we always gonna ride with you. You know me, I'm around the house no matter what anyway. And so, you know, we will appreciate you for pulling up on us, bro.
Absolutely, and I appreciate it too, man. Much respect, man. Same.
Man, it's whenever, and you know, whenever you want to come and just chop it up, get some stuff off your chest, you start exposing some of these janky promoters or whatever, you know, however you feeling, you know what I'm saying? Pull up on me, and we gonna talk some truth, you know what I'm saying? And we just appreciate you, Devonte, man, and we gonna tap back in with you again, brother.
All right, man, I appreciate it, man.
All right, man, Devonte, we gonna holler later on, bro.
All
right, man. So, you know, we had my brother, Devonte the Legend. Now, the boogeyman, Devonte Williams, you know what I'm saying? That's who we had on. And I guess to run up out of here, I got to run his tape back. I do it every episode. For every fighter that come through, I always show the love to him.
Baby, you be going Take your time before you climb to grab that shining star.
Going far, yeah, I go the distance, and I'm so consistent, no resistance. While I'm on a mission, makes me more efficient. On this level, I can never settle for no low statistics. I can't go below terrific, niggas know I go ballistic, cause I'm flawless. Niggas cannot see me, so they never saw the shit was coming. Wonder how I done it, and I'm very cunning. I'm the rawest since I've been the smallest. Money stacks be tallest, Ben Wallace. I'ma make them call me king like Jared Lawler, cause I'm perfect and I got a purpose. This is the emergence of a person, hotter than a furnace, colder than a thermos. I'm the stiffest, firmest nigga in it, bitch, you better learn this. This is gon' confirm it, going far, I gotta go the furthest. Reason.
Take no eyes for many strangers. Watch out, watch out, watch out for the worthless few.
Niggas worthless, but see me, I'm working. I cannot interpret how you stand broker than a joking. Got your pockets hurting, I'm asserting all my affirmations, so I'm just confirming this my confirmation. Ain't no speculation, I deserve it.
Behind the hand, so go tell you, man. Combinations rotate like a ceiling fan. Get killed, improvisational skill. In other words, man, I don't need a plan. Left hook like Gotti, footwork like Ali. Deja like Frederick, blows to the body. Throwing them things, I'm about my cheddar. Undefeated champ, I'm like Floyd Mayweather. However you want it, I got it for you. Jab a fella like De La Hoya. I'm Sugar Ray. You wanna play? I'ma lose my religion like Cassius Clay. Get rough, I don't bluff if you don't listen. My right might make your teeth come up missing. Knocked off balance with hazy vision. Caught that boy with a sunny listing. I swear your lip and then break your spine. Like Iron Mike up in his prime. So we do this, I'm ruthless to the end of time. Wreaking havoc is on my mind. My fist in motion is a crime. The older I get, the better my hands become in time like wine. These hands is so sublime, accurately placed up on your mind. It's like every punch I throw, I know I reach and I will find. While I hustle on my grind, you better not try to block my shine. I will beat you till you blind. Press rewind, cause it go down behind the hands.